Hi, everybody. Sorry, I just got to figure out how to. There we go. We should be getting Barbie on here in just a second. They like squat down.
All right, both. Awesome. How you doing, Stephanie?
I'm good. Here, I'll just squat down a little bit here.
I know, right? I have to send it up a little bit.
I left my tripod at Zach's house. I didn't figure that out until about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, as always, I'm just like, how do I get into this thing?
Yeah.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
This looks very awkward.
Oh my gosh, look at her. I'm super stoked about this. How you guys doing? I can see a little bit of the message. There we go. I can see the messages. Who do we got in here? Hi, guys. Oh my gosh, look at all over the world. I know that you're from Finland. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, how you doing? Look at all the people. This is crazy. And this project has gone on. We started making plans for this. Was it back in June or July,
Yes.
Stephanie?
If I sit down here, all right, there we go. Yeah, so we started on this in, I think officially like late July, early August, really.
Yep. Oh my gosh. If I
So
cry,
let's,
I'll cry during this like 3 times. I'll cry 3 times, you know it. Oh my gosh.
So let's, I guess I'll give you guys a closer look to start.
Yeah, check this out. Oh my gosh.
So let's turn this bad boy around. All right. So, there's. Don't mind my shop. It's still under construction.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, the flag looks freaking epic. Oh, I love it. Oh, the
I
whole
know
thing.
it might be hard to see, but there's all the engravings.
Yeah, the pictures I took of the engravings, the video I took, it was such a challenge to get the detail. She has such exquisite detail in all of those engravings. And I think, is there 8 of them? 2 on the front and then 3 on each side?
Yeah.
Yeah, the engravings are just phenomenal. And they feature all the different careers that you can have in welding, which is super cool. I love the genius behind that. Oh, thank you guys. Look at that. I know, right? Look at that. And Stephanie taught me how to gold leaf while I was out there. I was super stoked about it. Literally, while I was still out in New Jersey.
One of the vinyl pieces are
with the gold leaf. I bought stuff before I even got home. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to learn how to do this. It's still kind of surreal that we made that. And I literally spent 3 months, 3 months and a week welding on that. And it's still pretty darn surreal that that is from us.
I don't know if I can get back far enough here.
Oh, that is awesome. So have you guys been coming up with names for this sculpture? Because I saw that there was a naming contest, and I would love to hear what you guys have for ideas for names. This one, I have not even come close to thinking of a name for it.
Yeah. So actually,
thank you.
We do have a winner for
oh, cool.
The name contest. Oh, get her in there better. So I think her name is going to be Metal Maiden.
I love it. Someone's a
genius. It was San Francisco. I think crud. I forgot his name. But we're going to be messaging him. So I believe his name was Martin from San Francisco.
Awesome.
We took a little vote, I guess, inside AWS there. All the employees voted. There was a couple of top names that I guess they liked, and Metal Maiden was the winner. So no longer is Lady Liberty. She will be Metal Maiden, and hopefully have her maiden voyage on the Persian welding trailer in 2021. So that's what we're hoping for. Hopefully, everything.
Man, from Lady Liberty to Metal Maidens.
Yeah,
it does. You know what? It works. It's totally Hey, from New York. How you doing? I'm in New York too. Awesome, man. Like people from, I know the one guy is from Finland. Like I'm seeing people in like different languages. This is just incredible to have you guys all here with us tonight. I am super stoked. I'm so grateful for you guys and all the support you guys have given us for like the last, gosh, it's been like 4 months now. So appreciate all the support and the well wishes you guys have been giving us. This has been an incredibly, like, what a long, strange trip it's been. I cannot stop saying that's a Grateful Dead quote. What a long, strange trip it's been in the creation process, and how crazy it was to go from this beautiful picture that Stephanie drew and trying to visualize that and then create it. You know, I can't even begin to like explain how challenging it was on so many different levels. And God, there was so much fear in there. There was so much fear. There was so much self-doubt. There was so much like questioning my sanity. Like it was just absolutely, yeah, what a long, strange trip it's been, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So since you're talking about questioning your sanity, what was the hardest part of this build for you?
Wildly, the body. I feel like the shape and getting the shape where I wanted it, that was kind of easy. But once I realized, like after like probably like a month and a half, 2 months, I was sitting so close to this sculpture and working so closely, I wasn't having this long distance perspective. And so I had a friend come into the shop who just was like, hey, like she looks like she's leaning forward and her dress is on backwards. So no kidding, like just when I thought that I'd gotten done with the dress, needed to cut her back apart. And so it just took a very long time just to get that body where I wanted it to. But weirdly, like the arms and the hands and the sleeves came together quite quickly, like after that. And I don't know why, because that's supposed to be the harder stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I thought in the beginning when, I was putting this together, the base for me was easy. This front part, the engraving was just monotonous and very tedious work. My hands were hurting. The code book, that just took a bit to like figure out how I was going to do the pages. But once I got that was pretty straightforward to put together. But that aluminum helmet at first I thought was really going to be the death of me. And then when I figured it out, it was kind of smooth sailing. But honestly, the hardest part about this was, for me, in the end, in hindsight, was the stress I felt when we were laying out the stars and stripes. Because how many times did we redraw that and re-put it on there, and I was like, this isn't working. I'm trying different ways to measure it out, and it was hard because it was so narrow at the top and then flowed down. So trying to get it to make sense, that was a little bit weird. And then I had to just kind of step back from it and think all right, this isn't just drawing it on a picture. It needs to have dimension. We need to remember these curves and all that. So I think what we did ended up looking pretty rad. So for anybody at home wondering how we got the differences between the gold, the silver, and the copper, I used different foiled leaves on here. So some people call it gilding, gold leafing, whatever you want to call it. And then for the stars, I'm not going to lie, I cheated a little bit with them. I was going to do some gold leafing on them and try and make them. But I think the definitions of the lines would have been lost. So I had some metallic silver vinyl cut for the stars, but I really wanted to make sure that they popped when they were all done. I didn't want it to look mushy or anything like that, because definitely with all those curves and stuff, it was definitely hard to get that leafing on there. And I think Barbie enjoyed herself learning how to do some of that. Right? She did all the copper up here.
Yes. Yeah, the gold leafing, I was actually quite surprised because it's a really cool process, and it's one that I've not really seen before. And there's so much to welding and fabrication, metal art, just welding in general. It's I know this little tiny bit of this giant industry, and I love coming into Exit 74 Fab and having you teach me how to do the metal flake leafing stuff. Will be on my sculptures from now on. I've got blue and pink and all these colors. I'm Y'all know I can't paint, but I'm hoping like hell that I can metal leaf some stuff.
Yeah, you ordered it while we were in the midst of it. You're like, ordering this stuff.
Oh, it gets everywhere. I was kind of surprised
Oh, it's
about
a mess.
that.
I think
I spent half as much time sweeping off the stuff off the floor as we did laying. It took a long time to lay out the flag to get it just right.
I think Zach's shop is still glittery from it, so.
It probably is. Zach tries, they're like, why are these tires so sparkly?
Yeah, for sure. But I think we did an epic job on this, and I think it's gonna look beautiful in the trailer. And hopefully, people that are watching this live stream are gonna watch it later. When they see the trailer schedule, they come out and pay a visit and take some photos with it.
Yes.
Enjoy it as much.
And you travel with the trailer when it's traveling around and teach people about welding, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's awesome. So you guys go and see the trailer. You get to see Stephanie, which is super cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be there.
Awesome.
18 weeks. Hopefully, we're gonna get 18 weeks out of 2021. But if not, we're gonna make the most of whatever weeks we get. So.
Yeah.
But hopefully everybody can come in and get a chance to check it out for themselves.
Awesome. Thank you. From Iran. Thank you so much. I've seen Germany. I've seen Iran. How much does she weigh? You got a guess on that? We needed a fork truck to lift
Yeah,
her
we need a
up.
forklift to get it up and down. That's one thing. So in the base, in the 2 layers, we did 2 holes with like mounting brackets and stuff. So there's brackets underneath your skirt and then on the actual base, and then that's how it's all bolted together. So you're not seeing anything from the outside of how it's actually bolted together. But transporting it from the Exit 74 shop to my shop here on Underground Metalworks, I had to do it, and we had to take it apart in 2 pieces because it's too heavy to lift out of the truck. So that's one thing. So it's heavy. Gosh, I want to say it's upwards of 250 to 300 pounds, somewhere in there. I would assume.
Yeah, say I was struggling to like pick her up by myself to get her on the bench. I could do that when she left because I had to take her down off the bench and get her loaded up. But I was struggling. So like at that point, I would say like 70, 75 pounds maybe. And I don't know for sure, but definitely like a rough guess.
Yes. No, it's freaking heavy.
Yeah.
This base is all 1/4-inch aluminum, and then this is all 1/4-inch round rod, the whole body, the whole.
Yep. A little bit of scrap metal in her, let's see, that would be her torch, in her torch arm. I just stopped and think, in her torch arm is scrap metal a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got, and I wanted to show you guys this. For all those who have been asking, there's the flap discs I was using. There are 65 flap discs used in grinding that out, and a little bit more than 55 pounds of filler rod. So you want to add all that stuff in minus whatever I ground off of it.
Yeah, so it was a labor of love. It definitely overshot my expectations of time. That was for sure. How much time?
2 months?
It took a lot of time. I mean, from having to repolish the copper, like I feel like a million times. I'm gonna have to repolish it again before it leaves here, and we're gonna do like some type of like clear Cerakote type of deal on it to preserve it and make sure she stays shiny and like all the steel work that Barbie did stays rust free. So yeah, it was a lot of work, and coming up and figuring out how we were gonna form and shape out that flag, that was fun. But I think we got some really nice folds and curves, and the way it drapes, it looks very, it looks like how it should have draped. I guess it doesn't. I don't think we missed the mark. I think we hit it right on the head right with putting that.
So we got a lot of work done in a very short time. That only took a week with the 2 of us working on it, and I wish we had how many hours it took. It was crazy. I was shocked that we got that much done in that time. I figured once we got going, I'm like, we need 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks
Yeah.
to do it.
It was a lot. Well, we were doing around 12-hour days probably on it, and that's 2 of us working together times that by 2,
Yeah.
And it was not 2 of us working together and standing around. Like we were
So,
every muscle and every joint in my body hurt for like a week and a half after. it was not my best moments walking around the house after that week was over. I'm like all like, ah! Like an old lady. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad all that grinding is over. That was a lot of grinding. I was like, we're never gonna finish.
It definitely takes it out of you. It's good. Like, you gotta work hard like that, but you gotta also treat yourself when you're done. Like, I always go for a massage. I get done with a big project like that, I'm like, yep. And not this time. Like, now we can't right now because of COVID. But damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you work hard, you do gotta take care of yourself. Yeah. I'm like, some days I'm just like, girl, why didn't you take up knitting?
Have you seen any questions come by for us? We just got a few more minutes.
I'm seeing amazing comments from all over the world.
I'm way too far away to like, in order to get this somewhat in screen, I have to sit like a million feet behind, so I can't read anything on there.
Short video go around the whole statue and post it up on Instagram, please. Someone would like you to do a short video going around the whole statue and post it up on Instagram. I think that'll happen later on. Where will Metal Maiden live? She is going to be on the truck, the AWS truck.
Yeah, the first welding trailer.
Yep, welding trailer. There you go. Stephanie knows. She's the one that's on that.
Yeah, I'll be on the Careers Welding trailer. You can come check it out with me. Hopefully the tour will kick off in 2021. And generally we're on the road 18 weeks a year, traveling all across the United States. So keep a lookout for tour dates and you'll be able to have a chance to come see it for yourself.
Awesome. No, we are not making mini sculptures. This one took long enough. So it says you're making mini sculptures to sell. I'll plasma cut them out on the CNC table. We'll talk about that later.
We'll be giving out some stickers of the stickers of the drawing that I did of it. That's about the closest thing you're gonna get to having it at home, or taking a picture with it on the trailer.
That's right. That's right. So did they pick the winners for all the people that entered for the contest?
I don't know about that. That's a marketing skill. I'm just a welder, and I travel the trailer. Yeah. Marketing probably has that handle. They'll probably be notifying all the winners of the 50-person swag bag giveaways shortly, and all those cool stickers and posters and all the other AWS stuff. I know there's AWS hats going in there, some other stuff. So hopefully those prizes will be going out shortly in the mail.
Awesome. Yeah, that's gonna be nice, man. I'm excited to see what people get. I didn't even enter. I was so busy working, I never even entered. I'm like, it probably wouldn't be right anyway. They're like, who the hell? Awesome. Hello in Chile. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, all over the world. You know, welding, gosh, welding is so incredible because I mean, like, we're talking 5, 6, 7 countries I've seen represented on here. Welding is worldwide. It's a worldwide language. And you know, like, you don't even have to speak the same language. You understand the welding. It's such a glorious career on so many levels. On so many levels. Like, for us to be able to get together and create this just showcases another side of welding that most people don't ever get to see. So it has, God, welding has just done so much for my life. It's such an honor to work with Stephanie here, with American Welding Society, and the companies that I work with. Get to talk to people from all over the world. Here's Ireland. Hello, Ireland. Oh my gosh.
Here, I'm going to do another, I'm going to go back around the sculptures so if you just kind of like tuned in, they can check it out.
Definitely. Hello in Detroit.
Here she is again.
In Slovenia. Oh my gosh. Hello in Slovenia. And New Jersey. Hell yeah. We were out there. That's where Stephanie is out in New Jersey. I love that. I know I didn't show anyone the video of the hair after I got done hammering it. So this is how it really turned out. It wasn't a mohawk after all. Check out that badonk-a-donk.
There you go.
That's a big one. Yeah, I would really like to see if you can get the camera to show the engraving stuff. I really didn't get a good look at that before, but the engraving is just stunning that she did. Just amazing.
So we've got like a chemical plant, aerospace, and then we've got the oil field skyline of New York City here, because we're both East Coasters, and of course that's where Lady Liberty herself lived. And then we've got another nuke plant, robotic industry, bridge and train. And then on the back side, it's probably hard to see, but we put our stickers and engraved our names. There's a Barbie signature over there. It's real hard to see. They're all in there.
Oh, will you show the book and the hand stuff, please?
Oh, yeah.
Someone asked to see the book. Yeah, we just see the pages. So the MIG gun does come in and out of her other hand. But yeah, check out the pages on that. It's just exquisite, the details that she's gotten on that. Was it engraving done by hand? Was the engraving done by hand or was it CNC?
Oh, the engraving was done 100% by these little hands. I drew out all the images that I wanted to do, kind of did a rough sketch of them on the piece of copper, and then just went back over all those lines that I did probably twice over to get them deep enough. And I think the engraving took me probably upwards 16 to 20 hours to engrave all those panels and then drill all the holes and polish. And that's in polishing them in too. So.
Is that amazing? It's just stunning. I can't draw to save my life, and here you go. These just like the intricate details, and not only that, but like 3 on 1 panel, and it's just like one little. It's like a tattoo artist, right? One little slip up, and it's like game over. I was like,
that was probably the
I could
I was
not
very
do
worried
that.
about that because I was like, if I blow a line and that thing just takes off and across a piece of copper, it's kind of trash and I have to start over. But somehow I did it 3 times over and it didn't do that. So I did take lots of breaks though, lots of breaks. My hands hated me after that.
Yeah, say I bet it definitely gets tiring, the repetitive stuff. Someone was saying make sure you stretch your hands after that.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the massage. Like they will massage your wrists and your hands as well.
So again, I can't see if there's any questions. I'm missing all the stuff, so I can't see anything.
There are comments coming from all over. How tall is it? Is a question. Are we 5 foot overall?
Hold on. I'm 5 foot, so.
What's
right.
next?
So it's like 5 foot to the top. It's about probably 5'4". To the top of the fingers at the torch, about 5'4".
Awesome.
Because my head comes about even. It's literally my size, so it's like I'm standing. So.
We created a person.
Yeah. I know it's a bit of a strange view because my tripod is broken, so, or actually not broken, it's not here. So you're on a stool right now, and it's just a weird perception. So I'm very far away in order to get this in enough of a view.
Awesome. Thank you. How heavy is it? I think we gauged it about 250 pounds.
Yeah, somewhere in between there, 250, give or take.
That's awesome. Oh, people are so kind. All right. Do you guys have any more questions before we get moving? Someone said, how did the funding work for this project? The AWS paid for the project.
Yeah. Were
the materials mostly sourced from scrap? On my end, I used a little bit of scrap because that's what I do, but most of the material, probably I'm gonna say 90% of the material I used was all brand new material.
Same, I didn't use any scrap. A All new.
What's next? Let's see. I've got videos that are going up I'm making. I've got a really cool, I'm going to teach people how to do a relief sculpture carving out of brass. And then after that, I've got the Phoenix out in the driveway that is going to be pushed into the shop and finished. And that's 6 foot tall and 9.5 foot wide as it stands. Half woman, half Phoenix. Stephanie, what you got going next?
Oh, I don't know. Some stuff I can't say. Surprise is coming. We're coming. And just working on some of my own stuff here at Underground Metalworks. Then the AWS stuff that I do. I work with the grant school recipients and hopefully planning a fantastic 2021 tour for the Careers in Welding trailer.
Awesome. Iron Maiden's a Metal Maiden, right? I know, why didn't someone call it the Iron Maiden? We got Metal Maiden, that's really cool, but we got Iron Maiden too. Any tips for a self-taught woman welder who wants to take this further than a hobby? Yes, we do. Do you want to answer, Steph?
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, any tips for a self-taught woman welder who wants to take this further than a hobby? So are you talking full-time artist? Is that what we're talking about? Or are you talking about full-time as a welder? Let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, practice. Go get yourself some training if you're rusty anywhere, and just soak it all in from people that you're seeing on the internet. And then if it's something that you're looking to do for a career, just go out there and start applying, knocking on doors, calling different companies, and seeing where the path takes you.
So you said yes. Do you mean yes to being a full-time artist? Because I asked you 2 questions. I got fast on it. Welder pays more. Not necessarily. With all due respect, I'm making twice as much as an artist as I was at the shop I left, and they paid me good there. It's about how you structure your business, and it's learning about passive income. Passive income is the key to artist success. Wanting to go full-time as an artist, I say set yourself up with a financial foundation. Right now, I'm a business admin student. Awesome. Good, because that'll really help you as far as running a business. You'll need that. I highly suggest study passive income as much as if you want to decide if you're going to sell online or sell at shows. And right now we know what's going on with people doing shows and stuff. Full-time artist, hell yeah. Yeah, I don't have benefits or anything like that, but I do have more income than I made when I was at the custom shop. It's taken me 6 years to do it, which actually 2 years ago last year is when I doubled it. Last year's when I doubled it. So it took me 5 years full-time, but I will not play. It is almost 0 days off. And when I work in the shop or in my business, we're talking 12 and 14-hour days for definitely the first 4.5 years. I started taking days off after 4.5 years, a little bit here and there. It takes an insane amount of work. So I would highly suggest, if you do want to go full-time as an artist, be deeply in love with what you're doing. And put in time. Again, it goes back to that passive income. That is my savior. And it's putting in the work. It's being different. It's doing what you love. I'm going to say doing the work 8,000 times. Putting in the work. Yeah, be in love with what you're doing, that's for sure, because the money did not come in for me for, I think, 3 years before I really started making any money I could put on my damn taxes. I ate a lot of ramen. There was a lot of sacrifices for it. But I will tell you this, if you put in the work, this is the most glorious experience ever. Just don't be scared to put in the work.
All right, Barbie,
Awesome.
that's about time for us for tonight. So everybody look out for a full kind of a last episode of us working together. That should be coming out shortly. And then I'll get up a video of a kind of a walk around for everybody to check out again if they missed it. So
Awesome.
thanks, everybody. Thank you, Barbie.
Thank you. Just want to say thank you so much to the American Welding Society for giving us this opportunity, and Stephanie for you putting up with me and working with me on this. I am so deeply honored, sister. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of this. Thanks, guys. See everybody.
Thank you guys for the support during this. Appreciate you.